Hi, I'm Lee Langshaw with Hope Outreach. Welcome to another update here at Pegasys Community Talk. With us today is Matt Lohman, the Director of Hope Outreach. And welcome, Matt.
Well, thank you, Willie. It's good to be here.
Well, what I was getting ready to say to was that it's not snowing yet, but winter is still here.
Yeah, she's coming. She's coming. We've been pretty spoiled so far, but
Yes.
That wind really starts to cut through you a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we didn't come here to talk about the weather, so what's going on at Hope Outreach?
All I have was weather to talk about. I don't know. With Hope, we have, just to start off things, at our thrift store, we have some sporting equipment, a lot of sporting equipment that's been donated and still very good, still very usable to help people meet their New Year's resolutions of a lot of folks like me. That need to lose some weight that's been packed on through the holidays and throughout the rest of the year. So we have some equipment that'll help with that, and maybe some larger size clothes or maybe smaller size clothes, depending on how well you're doing with your resolution.
Exactly.
You can come on out and visit that. That's a good opportunity. And just a reminder to everybody as you go through, and I know we're doing it as we're going through our Christmas decorations and putting those up in the attic. Just kind of going through the things we didn't use, and we're bringing them to Hope and dropping them off there so that we'll have them for next year to sell for people who want those things. So
yes, they are
good opportunity to do that instead of just taking up spots and spaces in the attic.
That's awesome.
Which I know our Christmas decoration takes up about half of the attic. So, and then also just a reminder to folks about our parenting ministry. We have our parenting ministry on 815 Broadway. And our parenting ministry teaches young ladies, young men, even grandparents. We have curriculum from birth, from conception, all the way to graduation of high school for anybody who needs help with parenting skills, or if you just need a refresher, or if you're having a certain difficulty with your child or children, we probably have the curriculum and the help for that. If you know any young ladies who are in a situation where they're maybe very young or very inexperienced, getting ready to have a baby or have had a baby or a young child, then please do come to the parenting ministry.
Yeah, there's about 250 topics that they have curriculum for.
Yeah.
That will help get you jump started in that direction, whatever issue it is that you're trying to overcome.
Right. And even having good parents, I have two great parents, and my dad's passed, but two great parents that raised me. As a parent, I didn't have all the answers as I was coming along.
Kid, right?
That's right. They taught me how to be an adult, but not how to be a parent. But I tried to model the things, but there were still a lot of lessons that I could learn. And fortunately, I had them to turn to. I could ask them questions. And on my wife's side of the family, I had that. A lot of people don't have that. And that's kind of where we're there. We're there to help with that. For some people who didn't grow up with good parents, unfortunately, not everybody had that moral compass and those influences in their life, and that's unfortunate, but it's true.
That was a security for me too.
Right. So we're there as at 815 West Broadway, and people can call our main office, and we'll get them hooked up with the parenting ministry. You can call 237-4673. That's Hope Outreach, and then we can get you connected with the parenting ministry. Or you could drop by and visit 815 West Broadway and talk with Linda Franklin's our receptionist there, or our administrative assistant, and Price is the director of the parenting ministry, and Glenda Abbey is the director of our Earn While You Learn program. Also about the parenting ministry, just a reminder to people that we actually do still have young ladies, young men on a waiting list right now.
Yes.
We have the curriculum.
I last heard.
About 35, and we have the curriculum, we have the space, we have the opportunity, but we don't have the mentors. We need more mentors. We have a lot of really good volunteer mentors. They give about an hour of their week to come in and to meet with their client.
And most of them are working professional ladies.
Absolutely. They're mostly working professional ladies. They carve out that 1 hour a week to meet with those ladies. I know that my wife is a mentor over there, and she was relaying to me some of the opportunities she's had to share and some of the help that she's been able to give, and with tears. and you know, it was real sweet because it was just a great opportunity for her to be able to connect and give back. And you know, we have that opportunity for everybody. And you know, give them a call, talk to them, or call us. We'll get you hooked up with them.
That's 237-2292.
Right, directly to the parenting ministry is 237-2292. If they want to call Hope Outreach, the main offices, it's 237-4673.
Right.
Either way, call and we'll get you hooked up.
We'll get you hooked up.
If you need us or if you need to help us, one or the other, we'll help you out with that. Then we also have our Faith Farm enabling garden. Of course, right now as the winds are blowing and it's starting to get a little cooler, not a lot of people are wanting to be outside touring our garden right now, but the ladies at Faith Farm, the ministry of Faith Farm right now, we have Kate Morrison, our director of Faith Farm, is doing some classes, some gardening classes.
Starts this Saturday, doesn't it?
They start this Saturday. Her class is about full, I believe, right now. So we appreciate all those participants coming in and wanting to take part of that. There's going to be some really neat opportunities for them to learn real earth-friendly gardening tips.
In a warm classroom.
In a warm classroom, that's right. And all the printed materials and some snacks and things like that. They'll be doing that every other weekend for, I think, what is it, 14?
There's 5 classes.
5 classes.
Starting on January the 14th and ending just in time for spring and March the 10th.
Thank you for the help on that, Lee. And then we also have Charity, who is Kate's assistant with Faith Farm, and she just started today classes for the nursing homes and teaching some of the elderly in the nursing homes. So we're going out to the public and getting out there where we can be of assistance with our Faith Farm enabling garden. Even though it's not sprouting out of the ground right now, we can still grow Christ's love and try to share that through that ministry.
And let me throw a number for that for our audience. If you're interested in helping out with the Faith Farm, that number is 402-0636. Ask for Kate. She'd be glad to let you know how you can help with Faith Farm and any of their endeavors there at that ministry.
Okay, thank you, Lee, again. And then, of course, we have our community care homeless ministry that I'd like to mention. And, you know, it's when these days get really cold and you're really glad that you have a place to go inside that's warm and tight from the air blowing through, that it really starts to make you think about those who don't have that. And you know, as weather is going to drop, you know, we started off the conversation talking about the weather, but as the temperatures begin to drop and that wind begins to blow and that white stuff comes out of the sky,
it's coming. We
have a lot of folks who are going to struggle with that, and that's what we're here for. That's part of the ministry of the homeless ministry, giving them a place to get out of the weather throughout the day. And then, of course, our community care program, as well as helping with those extra heating bills, those extra gas bills.
We had about 5 calls just for today.
Just for today, yeah. And so that's where we can use help with that as we try to help others. You know, right now it's a good time. Extra blankets are going to be needed. Coats, hats, gloves. Those are things that tend to be in need, especially when the appendages are really cold.
Yes.
So we like to be able to have those things out. Do a lot of coffee, so coffee donations, things like that. Those are awesome. And then, of course, you know, would be remiss in pointing out that our thrift store is our main funder of our ministries.
Yes.
And of course, our thrift store doesn't exist without the donation of goods, used goods, and items that we can have been given to sell in order to be able to fund these ministries and the things that we have to do. And then, of course, we also do take direct funding. So if somebody wants to write a check to Hope Outreach, it goes into our fund, and then we fund the ministries through that, and we're able to help people in that way.
Exactly.
So, you know, somebody donates that old toaster, you're putting a pair of gloves on somebody's hands, or you're helping a young lady understand how she's supposed to take care of her child, or you're reaching out to an elderly person who hasn't had any contact in a nursing home in a long time, and you know, they're getting somebody who can care about them and they can learn a skill. So, you know, it may not seem like much sitting in your house or in that corner or in that box in the garage, but it means a lot to the people that it reaches out to.
Well, before we go on, let the audience know how you can get a hold of the homeless and the community care assistance office. That number is 237-4800. Call them up if you have something that you can offer for the homeless ministry and help out with some of the folks that are families that are in need, so they can come and work at the thrift store for that whatever needs they have. Like Matt said, that a lot of times we help them with their utility bills, and we pay for that. So your donations, your supportive patronage of our thrift store helps us provide that assistance for these families that come to work in exchange for these services.
Well, one thing, Lee, that I have never really mentioned because I really don't think about it, but is just to let everybody know that the monies that they give to Hope Outreach stay in the community. We're not a national organization. There's no headquarter someplace that we're sending the money off for, and then they send it back to us, our portion. The monies that are given, the items that are given, it goes for our community, and it just goes directly to that. So that's an important thing that I think a lot of people need to understand, because there are a lot of people who would like to give to a charity, but they don't know where it actually goes. The monies and the things that they give to Hope Outreach go to the ministries of Hope Outreach.
And doesn't 100% of that money stay in Enid?
The Enid and the outlying areas. We help, of course, if it's somebody from Garber or,
But even our staffing. Even our staffing's a ministry, isn't it?
Yes, our staffing is a ministry. We have, again, a lot of folks who come in. They've had run-ins with the law. They've had to spend some time in an institution situation, a corrective situation. And once they've paid their dues, they realize the mistakes they've made. They're ready to set their life in order. They come out, and not many industries, not many places will give them an opportunity for a job. And then they also have whatever court costs they've had previously. If they have, unfortunately, some bad decisions end up in a divorce, a father or mother out of a home, so then child care continues to pile up. So as soon as they get a job, even if they can, it's minimum wage, then it's starting to garnish their checks, so they have very little to live on. But we try to give them an opportunity to work, get a history of work, and then we hope that other companies around town who can maybe give them a better opportunity past us will be able to do that, and then we can give them a good reference. So that's a ministry that we have. Also, we start every day, Monday through Friday, with Bible study. We are a ministry in every part of our organization. We'll stop and pray right in the middle of the store or wherever we're at. We start each day with prayer, many a time throughout a day.
Prayer's a huge factor in our business.
Absolutely. Without God and without being able to talk to Him, then we're just a bunch of noise. So
appreciate you sharing that with us all today, Matt. My name is Lee Langshaw with Hope Outreach. I'm the Community Relations Coordinator. If you would like to participate in any way with our organization, or help out, say you want to participate with some of maybe even our Bible study in the mornings at 8:30 in the morning, please give me a call. My number is 237-4673. Ask for Lee. Thank you. This is Matt Lohman and Lee Langshaw with Hope Outreach, wishing you all a blessed evening. Thank you for joining us.